Day 7 on the Lone Star Trail. We stayed at Huntsville State Park last night and it was quite nice. And today they have a wind advisory warning. A cold front's coming in and then we're supposed to be really careful. I hope it's not tornado. But anyway, I'm going forward in faith. We'll see if we can make it through this trail without any trees crashing on us. Yesterday we filled up our truck with diesel and it was $1.50 at least more per gallon than it was the previous time that I filled up. Oy, things are going crazy right now. I don't want to be stranded in Texas. I do want to get this trail done though before I head back home. Nothing like home when the world is falling apart. Hopefully I can get our hike through the Bible talk in today before it gets too windy, but I'm in the woods and that really helps cut the breeze. Anyway, continuing on with the talk from yesterday, the Egyptians are pursuing the Israelites and the Red Sea is in front of them and they don't know what to do, but God does something amazing for them. He took himself in the pillar of cloud and went behind the Israelites so that he was between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of the Israelites. So it was a cloud of dark on Egypt's side and a cloud of light on the Israelites' side so that no one came near each other that night. I'm sure that the Egyptians were pretty smug that the Hebrews could not escape. So they postponed their attack until the next day because it was all dark to them. Meanwhile, on the Israelite side, the cloud lighted up the whole camp, making it easy for them to prepare for the march the next day. The flocks could be gathered, the beasts of burden could be collected and saddled up, and the various tribes and families could be arranged in marching order. Then God had Moses stretch out his hand over the Red Sea, and an east wind blew and divided the waters, and the people were able to pass over on dry ground. I don't want you to miss this point. God is using this imagery to recreate his people. In Genesis 1 verse 2, it says that the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the water, just like Moses holds his rod over the face of the sea. God then separated the water in creation as he separated the sea, also making dry land appear. Do you see? He is birthing a new nation. The exact crossing of the Red Sea is unknown, and some people think that the wind caused the dry land to appear. However, with a wall of water on each side of them, the Bible makes it very clear that this was a miracle. So the Egyptians pursued them into the midst of the sea, including all of Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. Well, during the morning watch, which was anywhere between 2 and 6 a.m., the Lord looked down from his pillar, and he troubled the army of Egyptians. Nice little bridge. Thank you, whoever built it. It's a nice water for my dog if she wants. It's so nice that the trail provides. It appears that the greatest asset of the Egyptian army, their chariots, becomes their greatest hindrance as they enter into battle with the living God. God did something to their wheels to slow them down. Some think that they sank into mud because it did lightning and rain at that time. Oh, this is a nice bridge. come we're so blessed with a nice bridge right here? So when they're getting stuck and daylight appears and they realize that they are between two walls of water, they get terrified and they say, "Let's flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord God fights for them." But they realized it too late. God once again had Moses stretch out his hand over the sea, and the waters came back together and drowned all the Egyptians. So the Lord saved Israel that day, and Israel saw all the Egyptians dead on the seashore. So the people feared the Lord and believed in him and Moses. The guidance of Israel through the sea was designed by God to establish in the hearts of the people reverence and faith in him. Still babes in the faith, the Israelites were in need of miracles and divine manifestations. Belief followed and was founded on sight. But Jesus says, "Blessed are those that have not seen and yet have believed." A faith that continues to lean on sight is far from perfect. Just zipping along here, 40 more miles. However, you and I are by no means superior to the Israelites if we trust God no further than our natural sight can perceive his will and his ways. Woohoo! I made it to the high point, 445 feet. And they want us to register. Summit register. Who else is willing to step out and let God lead you to places unknown? It is terrifying yet exciting. Here's Phelps Primitive Campsite. I'll show it to you because it's not far off trail here. And how nice, somebody left chairs and a shovel. That is perfect. Very nice. If only it had a bench, it would be perfect. Now we got just over 2 mile road walks, and my buddy does not like road walks too much, especially on busy roads. Now we have to go under I-45. We'll see how she does. She's doing remarkably well with all this traffic. I'm sure I look like a hobo to people, but they'll just have to deal with it. 7.1 miles coming on to trailhead number 7. What's preventing you from letting Jesus lead your life? I'll see you tomorrow. And we beat the weather. I'm so pleased.